What's going on? Let's freaking get it. You know the vibe. Boy is back. We are fucking back, baby. Alright. What's up, squad? Let's go. We're back with another episode, another freaking day. I'm excited to talk about this because this is something I've been struggling with. Okay. As you guys are pulling up, let me know what is fucking good in the comments. You know the vibes. What is good? All right, my brain fog is fucking real. Brain fog is real. But let's just make it happen. Let's make it happen because time's all we got, right? So let's get into today's episode in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. It's your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the topic of it's okay not to be all right. And I think this is something that really hits home for me because I'm going to be fully fucking transparent. I've been struggling a bit mentally after my show because I love food. And I'm sure we all could attest to that. We love food. We love to eat, right? And the problem with coming out of a contest prep, my first show, I'm gonna open up about that again because that was my first show, my first competition. I didn't know what that was going to look like. And this is the first time in my life I've had to deal with these types of emotions, these types of things that personally I don't really know how to handle. And I thought about that and I was like, well, if I'm struggling with that, there's probably some other people who feel the same way, this is why I view this podcast, these live streams, as my responsibility to continuously show up and provide value to those who follow me because you may be struggling with the same thing. So setting the scene. Since my show, it's been about 2-3 weeks, and I've been struggling because all I could think about is food. Literally all day, every single day, even with the prep too. And now it's gotten to the point where like I feel almost self-conscious in a way. Like I was back in the gym today, and even it's just like an inkling in your mind where you don't feel 100%, and you may be thinking, is that person looking at me? You do a new exercise. Let me know if you resonate with this. Drop it in the comments. If you're listening to this on the replay, let me know. Send me a message because here's the thing. I struggle with this shit too. My coach gave me a new phase. We're switching things up a little bit. So there's different exercises in there, things I haven't done in a while. My form might not be the best. So in combination of veering off my calories because I had a binge episode on Sunday, doing some new movements that I'm not 100% confident in, all of a sudden I went right back to my old ways of feeling self-conscious. Why am I sharing this? Because I'm a human being, right? And I struggle with things too. And the goal with today's episode is to shed light on that and give you some tactical information in order to combat that consistently. Because here's the thing. If you're struggling with any types of these feelings, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to stay stuck in that. You don't have to continuously feeling that way. And that's something that me and my clients focus on too, is understanding that one bad day in the grand scheme of things doesn't erase your progress so long as you don't sit in that. And I caught myself sitting in it and feeling sorry for myself on Sunday. I'm like, man, I'm a fitness coach and I decided to binge all these calories. Like, oh, who am I? This, and that. And all of a sudden these thoughts came into my mind and I was beating myself up. And then I was having a conversation with my coach literally today on a Zoom call. And he called my ass out. And he's like, bro, your energy is shit. It's like, what's going on? Like, talk to me. And we spoke through it a little bit. And then it's continuously trying to focus that one bad day in the grand scheme. If you think about that, why would that erase your progress? The only way it will is if you continue to sit in that. So allow yourself to feel the feelings because we are human beings. We make mistakes, right? That's okay. That's really the goal of today's episode, is to drive that home. That it's okay not to be all right. It's okay to struggle with things. It's okay to have these emotions and have that doubt and have these thoughts. But I'll tell you what, it's not okay to sit in that. And sitting in that and feeling sorry for yourself is a choice, whether you want to believe that or not. Like I myself am going through this right fucking now in this very moment. So if I am trying to sit here and tell you this through my experience and I could make the shift, and you are capable of doing the exact same thing. And then after yesterday doing my cardio, after today getting another workout in and nailing my macros and eating some clean foods, I started to get that confidence back a little bit. My mindset started to feel a little sharper. And then all of a sudden, that's what it is. You continuously stack those choices in the right direction, that is going to allow you to build the confidence. I talk about morning routine and keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And why is that important? Because that is going to cement the confidence in your mind to create that higher version of yourself. Because that is the thing that we need to grasp, is that it is created through simply taking action in the right direction. But it's always a push and pull, right? Can you guys agree with that? Let me know. Drop a comment. If you're on the replay, send me a message. Let me know. I want to hear from you, because it's important to talk about these things. Because again, it's not just nutrition, training. It is your mindset and the type of life that you're trying to create as a byproduct. And these principles can apply to anything in life. Business, relationships, right? Is that making sense? Is that clear? If it is, drop some fire. Let me know. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. I want to make sure that this message is getting across to you guys. Okay? So whether it is your job, your relationships, your friends, going out on the weekends, how you show up is everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're continuously slacking on your nutrition and your training, it's going to bleed into other areas. And I firmly believe that with every fiber of my being, because I just saw that happen to me within the last 2 days. I prepped for 5 months for a fitness show. I got into the absolute best shape of my entire life, came out of the show, had a couple binge eating episodes, and boom, it felt like I was right back at square one. It literally felt like I was right back to starting my journey again. I got flashbacks to thinking about 3-4 years ago when I was overweight and I used to eat for attention. I don't say this for sympathy, because that's not why I'm here. I say this to express the thoughts and emotions that I've had and battled through and have tried to continuously conquer in hopes to inspire you to do the same fucking thing. The only way you will go backwards is if you keep sitting in that. I'm not saying don't feel your emotions, because you need to. We're a human being, and that is important to make sure that you're reflecting on that. But we can't sit in it for too long. And I spoke about this yesterday too. My dad always said that, and he instilled that into my fucking brain. That once you're done feeling sorry for yourself, you're back to the same issues. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't move the needle. So this is something that I really want to drill right now. Let yourself feel it, let yourself be sad for a day or two, and then move the fuck on. Because the more that you sit in that, the more it's going to eat your mindset in a negative direction. And once you understand that you have the power to fucking control that, it becomes liberating. And it should get you excited when you hear that coming out of my voice. Because everything that you do in this life is a direct reflection on how you view yourself. I'm going to say that again. Every single fucking thing in this world, in your life, is a direct reflection on how you view yourself, which is why I'm so into this whole fitness game. It's not even about fucking working out and looking good. It's literally just cementing my mindset into creating a higher version of myself to manifest the life that I want. Because when we take a step back and we boiled it down, all we fucking have is time. That's it. That's all we have is time, relationships, and the type of person that you're trying to become is a byproduct of your thoughts. And that's the same. I think it was Gandhi that said that, right? Like your thoughts become words, words become actions, actions ultimately become your life. Like something along that. I could be wrong with the quote, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. It starts in your head with the words that you speak, with the actions that you take, which form your habits and ultimately create the destiny of your life. And when you think about that, it's so fucking powerful, because once you understand, okay, well, I can control my thoughts, I can control my words, then my actions, and over time, it's going to create the habits, which is literally the type of legacy that I'm living behind. And if I have the power to control that, then why can't I change it right now in this moment? Let that sink in for a second. Why can't I change that right now in this moment? You can. You absolutely 1,000,000% can. And if I have to be the person to say that, cool. You don't want to listen to me. I don't really care either way. This is the reality of the situation that I have seen from my experience with my clients, friends, and family, something that I am struggling with to this day. And I'm opening up about it to be vulnerable, to inspire other people to work through it as well. That's the fucking goal. Let yourself feel it, then move forward, right? So let's recap really quick. Let's recap, right? It's okay not to be all right. We're human fucking beings. We're emotional creatures. There's no such thing as 100%. You're not going to be perfect. Let go of that. It's something that I talk about a lot about on this podcast too. Let it go. We often have this like fixation in our mind of what we think things are supposed to look like, but oftentimes it usually doesn't line up. I thought I was going to win my show. I didn't. You know, I thought moving to Florida was going to be this like miraculous thing. It's the same fucking shit. It's just a little hot and it's warm. There's palm trees. You know what I mean? Like there's so many times in your mind where you think things are going to be a certain way. And often the reality of the situation is that usually it doesn't pan out that way. And you could look at that and say, fuck, I'm really sad and this, and that. And you could beat yourself up. Or you could choose to take the high road and say, I'm not going to wallow in my self-pity. And I'm going to make the decision to fight back and work on myself because I fucking can. And that's the type of person that I'm trying to become and set that example over and over again because you have that fucking power. Does that make sense? You're too funny. Yo, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Drop some fucking fire if that makes sense. Let me know you're hearing this clearly. I want to make sure that you're getting value from this, okay? So in summary, okay, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up really quick. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. All we have is time, right? Yesterday's gone. You can't change it. Tomorrow's not promised. All you have is right now, this moment right here. And once you understand that perspective, because we're aware of that, but sometimes we neglect that, or maybe we don't choose to actually believe it. But that is the reality of the situation. You can't change yesterday, so why are you going to waste energy on it? You literally can't, right? Tomorrow's not promised. You don't know what that brings. So all you have is right fucking now. And if there's something that you're struggling with in this moment, I need you to understand that it's okay to feel your emotions, but it's not okay to sit in that. And I myself have been battling this, and this is your invitation to let it go and get back on the horse. Keep pushing. Because again, this is something I like to talk about too. Let's entertain the fact of giving up. Like let's talk about that for a second. What does that look like? How do you feel about yourself? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? Entertain the thought of giving up and quitting. What does that look like? How do you spend your energy? How do you spend your time? Like, it's fucking comical. But understand, regardless of who you are or what you do, there's always other people that are counting on you. You may not see it. You may not hear from them. They may not like your Instagram post. They may not send you a message, but they see it. And I understand that. And again, I view that as my responsibility to continuously show up and deliver this message because I believe that there are people counting on me. I know for a fact there are. With my 30 clients, my family, my friends, I know for a fact there's other people who need this information. And you're doing yourself and other people a disservice by allowing yourself to sit in these emotions. I understand it's difficult. I know it can be frustrating. Trust me, I firmly get that. In this moment right now, I'm trying not to get emotional because it's something that I've struggled with for a long fucking time. Okay, and I need you to know that. But I'm trying my best to open up and articulate that message because it is important. It applies to fucking everything. It applies to everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So here's your invitation. Let that shit go. It does not define you. Your past will only define you if you allow it to. Is if you continuously harp on it and feed yourself that story. Because we're all guilty of that. Let me know if you resonate with this. If you continuously tell yourself this story and you program your mind to believe a certain type of thing in your mind. Like for me, I literally just got off the call with my coach and I was like, man, you know, I'm a fat kid at heart. And he called me and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why do you keep telling yourself that? And I was like, you're right. I'm telling myself that. And that's the thing is you have to be very careful with how you speak to yourself. Because if you're always filling that gap in your mind with negative shit, you're going to continue to get that in return. And I actually did an episode on that a couple of weeks ago. You get what you give. Energy is contagious. And if you're always putting out that negative energy, that's exactly what you're going to get back. Like the universe is trippy. I don't have all the answers either, but it's like, it's very interesting to think of that concept. And when you understand that you're always in the driver's seat, whether you want to listen to me or not, your life is a direct reflection of the choices that you make every single day. And you have the power to change that. Whether you want to accept that or not, that is the reality of the situation. And I've seen that unfold for so many people in my life. So please Take something from this, go and implement, feel your pain, but let it move. Tomorrow is a new day. Get back on the fucking horse because you can. Other people are counting on you. I believe that. You can do anything you put your mind to. I firmly fucking believe that. So, guys, that is it for today's episode. I appreciate you. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you guys in the next one. What's good? That was a good one. That was a fucking good one. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What do we think? What do we think? All right, I'm going to scroll through these comments. I'm not going to read the TikTok comments because you guys are always trying to throw shade, and I don't know why, but I don't appreciate it. But Facebook showing some love. Yo, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. I'm going to read this comment. Thank you for sharing this. I've been battling depression really bad in the last few weeks. Stay positive, stay grateful. It's warfare. It's not easy, but the people we love are worth the fight, and it is so important to love ourselves too. I appreciate that. I wish you had your name on there because I don't see the name, but I appreciate the comment, the love, the support. Thank you very much. Instagram, any comments? No. TikTok, any comments? Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. That is it. That is all for today's episode. I'm going to go get another meal in and get some grocery shopping done because I was trying to like strategically plan my food this week because I'm traveling on Friday. So I'm trying to like keep the fridge like stocked, but not like too stocked. You know what I mean? But that's it for today's episode, bro. Why'd I just say bro? I'm fucking shot. It's been a long day, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and we'll catch you in